Hi everybody, Catfish Jones here. Want to make sure to check my reverse action. Make sure I'm not reversing right into trouble. Always a good idea. Check your mirrors, both side mirrors. Cock your head back. Welcome to Catfish Jones Car Talk, or Car Talk with Catfish. I am said Catfish, as I mentioned, Catfish Jones. Been a week or so since I did a car talk, so I wanted today to have one, share with you. As you can see, I don't have the same ratty sleeves that I've been rocking for the past 6 years. I got a new hoodie, which always important for me is this thermal lining. Some things, like the woolly fleece and stuff like that, it's a consistency that catches on my skin, especially when my skin is dry, and I just can't touch it. This actually is a combination fleece, something that works well for me. I've heard other people say the same thing. Different types of fleece kind of catch on the skin or is just almost impossible to touch, whereas other fleeces seem to be quite all right. Although everybody else I talk to about that says I'm the only one that's weird like that. So what do I know? It's been a great week, a glorious year so far, and I am very excited for the rest of the month. We are here at the halfway point, just past the halfway point. Did a great CFJ vlog yesterday with some fun stuff. Little missed a girl, missed a bit of the solo, had to double back, loop around, flip a bit. But tonight, as is usually the practice on Thursdays, and usually the deal on Thursdays is band practice, and should be a fun one. One of our other buddies is coming by, jam a bit with us. In fact, I mentioned on the vlog yesterday that Fuzz and I and one of our other buddies had been in that epic jam that made several various songs on the fly in one take, as it were. And this is that friend coming by tonight to maybe have a little bit of the magic again. Or not. Maybe we just sit and chill. Maybe we just kick it. Maybe we just, I don't know, pitch cards. Probably do a little pitching, but not cards. Lots of times we'll just come up with a riff and have fun with it. And then everybody pitches out some words. And good times. Good times. I don't know how you guys have fun with your friends, but that's how I have fun with mine. That noise is low fuel indicator, suggesting, in fact, that I may need to fuel up. Also behind a slow person, a truck, a pickup truck hauling a trailer. Ooh, and the person behind me will have none of it. They got the hammer down, pedal to the metal. I debated passing this person. Like I say, a pickup with a flatbed trailer behind it and all kinds of what's-its strapped down. It's not a good enough spot for me to pass, so I'm just going to travel at a safe distance in case something flies off. And eventually I'll be on the highway and can go from there, get around Slobies. On a regular basis, I drive by this very special abandoned road. Been special to me my whole life because as a kid, you know, we used to get off at this exit and you look down from the highway at the right spot, you can see all the way down this old stretch of road that at some time in the past they diverted the road. I can only imagine this was when they were doing the interstate system. It's a pretty old road. Especially by the width of it, it couldn't have been that but I know at the time it was the highway, so to say. And maybe one of these times I will take you guys for a walk down that abandoned stretch of road, because it really is, to me, one of the most magical places I've ever been, and a very special place to me. And a place that I think about very regularly as, on my way home from work, I drive by it. And I'm reminded just how special of a place it is. This is probably an adventure for a warmer day, though, even today. A little warmer than a winter day usually is, but still a little cool, a little chilly. Otherwise, it's been a fairly uneventful week. Now, I think I mentioned on the last Car Talk that there was an opportunity to play a show this weekend, and we did get to play that show, which is good because it was a new venue for us, and one that I think we'll end up playing again, which would just be fan-dang-tastic. Fan-dang-tastic. There, especially in a town this size, there's always some politics involved. Either booking shows at bars, or those bars staying open. There's been a bit of a monopoly in this town on the club industry, to where the monopolizers theoretically control which bars stay under which ownership and for how long. And if somebody's, feeling rambunctious and wants to make a place, there is, the potential that you can work your hardest, get a place going, establish a repertoire, establish a bit of a customer base, a following, or what do you really say with a club? Notoriety, a reputation for being a good place. And if you're good enough, just good enough, they will not renew your lease. They will block your liquor license. They will take over the joint and make all the money for themselves. And we're seeing some of that happen right now. I don't know the ins and outs. Fortunately, I am not a club owner that has to deal with that side of the politics. But for a town our size, I would say 50,000 people. Not huge. Maybe we're in the 70 to 80,000 range now, but 50,000 is a good round number. For our town, original music is not the easiest thing to get, and a couple of the clubs that have been booking us have been doing a great job of booking touring acts that come through, smaller acts that work well. And part of my concern is growing a local music scene, a local original music. And the fewer places that are open to that type of scene, the harder it will be to make that scene grow. So, a very interesting ramble tonight. That was for sure Mississippi Fuzz. That was for sure Mississippi Fuzz. Coming from my house, I can only guess. Which is odd. Very odd to me. He does get off a little earlier than I, and maybe he was swinging by to say hey. But always weird when you're expecting somebody to swing by after work, and you're headed home from work and you see them and they're leaving. You're like, what? Is it something I said? What? But no, all is well, I am sure. Just something coming up. And see, that was my buddy Tony. Good times on my street. Good times indeed. So, here I am at home. I'm gonna find out what's up over here. See if all is well that ends well. see what's gonna happen with the rest of the night. Got some other buddies might come by. Might just be a good old hangout night for me and the mates. But until I see you guys again, I hope you're well, swell, hip and groovy, and all those other wonderful things. And I'm gonna probably leave it right here, put a fork in it, chip off the edges, and heck, maybe next time I'll even think of an ending. We'll see. Until then, though, we'll just do our best to keep a smile on our face, our chin up, and our head held high. We'll see you guys later. Cheers.